A guppy weighing less than a gram can chase another fish for over 20 straight minutes inside a tank just 60 centimeters long. Most tank owners watching this jump to the same conclusion. Something's wrong with the tank. I need to separate them. That exact move is what breaks the balance instead of fixing it. Guppies are among the most social aquarium fish, living in groups made up of males and females in varying ratios. Behavioral studies on this species have documented that males establish a clear hierarchy within the first 48 hours after a new fish enters the tank. This hierarchy determines who gets to the food first, who chases females for mating, and who backs off. Here's the paradox. What looks like violence to us is actually a mechanism for reducing violence in the long run. Documented behavior and animal behavior research shows that species which quickly establish a social hierarchy tend to show lower rates of chronic conflict after the first 2 weeks, because each individual learns its place and stops testing boundaries. The real problem happens when the owner intervenes and separates the fish mid-process, because that halts the sequence before it's complete, so the fish end up renegotiating from scratch every time the tank's composition changes. In other words, repeated intervention is what prolongs the tension, not the fighting itself. The difference between normal fighting and dangerous fighting is easy to spot once you know what to look for. Normal fighting is short, usually under a minute, with no visible injuries, and ends when one side backs off. Dangerous fighting lasts several minutes, involves repeated biting in the same spot, and results in actually torn fins. The male-to-female ratio plays a major role here. A ratio higher than 1 male per 2 females noticeably increases aggressive chasing, according to observations from specialized breeders. The solution isn't separating the fish at the first sign of contact. It's adjusting the ratio and space before things escalate to a dangerous stage. So next time you see one guppy chasing another, before you reach into the tank, ask yourself, is this a long, harmful conflict, or just a quick, who's in charge settling itself out? Those of you who've kept a guppy tank, have you noticed the difference between the two? And what did you do at the time? Step in, or let them work it out? Tell me in the comments.